The early bird catches the worm. You've heard it your whole life. Your parents said it. Your teachers said it. Maybe you even say it yourself. But where did this idea come from? Who was the first person to say it? And did they actually mean a bird? Today, we go back to the very beginning. The phrase first appeared in writing in 1605, in a book called Remains of a Greater Work, concerning Britain by William Camden, an English historian and scholar. He wrote, "The early bird catcheth the worm." It was already presented as a known saying, which means the proverb was likely in use even before that. But the idea goes back much further. Ancient farming communities across Europe and the Middle East noticed that the most productive workers were those who started at first light. The proverb, at its core, was born from agriculture, from watching birds at dawn and drawing a lesson about human life. Imagine a small English village in the 1600s. Two brothers, Thomas and Edward, share a small farm. Thomas wakes before the sun rises, feeds the animals, turns the soil, checks the market prices before anyone else arrives. Edward sleeps in, convincing himself there's always time. One autumn, a wealthy merchant arrives in the village with a single contract. He needs a farmer to supply grain for the winter. He visits the market at dawn. Only Thomas is there. The deal is made before Edward even opens his eyes. Edward arrives an hour later to find the market nearly empty. The opportunity, gone. That winter, Thomas's family is warm and fed. Edward's family struggles. The difference? A single hour in the morning, repeated every day. The worm isn't really a worm. It's the opportunity, the contract. The idea that arrives before everyone else is looking. And the bird, that's anyone willing to show up first, whether it's at 5 a.m. or simply before the competition. This proverb exists in nearly every culture. In Portuguese, Dias ajuda quem cedo madruga. In Spanish, al que madruga, Dios le ayuda. The literal meaning is simple. Birds that wake early find food before others. The figurative meaning is universal. Those who act early, whether in their career, their relationships, or their ambitions, tend to secure the opportunities others miss. Studies show that people who describe themselves as morning types tend to report higher levels of life satisfaction and proactivity. But this proverb isn't just about waking up early, it's about preparation and timing. In business, in sport, in art, the people who succeed are rarely the most talented. They're the ones who started first. Think of every great athlete who trained while others slept. Every entrepreneur who spotted a gap before the market noticed it. The worm doesn't wait. Opportunity doesn't disappear, it just moves on to whoever showed up first. The early bird catches the worm, and now you know exactly why. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe. Next week, we unpack another proverb you've said 100 times, but never really understood.